We got Matt's dad here. Now, Matt's dad, you've been working on the car with him?
Yeah.
Okay, he worked on the car with him 18 years ago. Let's get a... How you doing, buddy? How you doing, Gary?
I'm good.
Okay, bring the camera in here.
Okay, I'm in.
Okay, so does Matt know you're driving this thing, or is this kind of a hidden secret?
He told me I could drive it, but he didn't give me particulars how long or when.
Do what?
He didn't give me particulars about how long or when I could drive it, but he knows eventually I will drive it.
Vinny's not a good camera girl. What's your name, bud?
Jason.
Your name's Jason, and you're Matt's brother?
Correct.
Okay, you better hold on. Now listen, when you drive that thing, the transmission hasn't learned how to shift yet, so don't give it a lot of gas, because it'll dump down into first. Just be real careful, okay, buddy?
All right, we're going to be careful.
All right, don't wreck his car after all this work we've done. Okay?
Not going to wreck it.
Okay. Yeah, one click for, there you go. Now go two more. There you go. Very easily. I would drive it like Grandpa.
I am Grandpa.
Okay, that's it. Good, dude.
Welcome to D.I.Y. Automotive School with my friend Pete and Minnie, the body shop girl. It's everything you need to know about cars and more.
Don't forget, the fenders are on there very loosely. Gary.
Okay, got it.
Okay, go. Hold it, son of a bitch. We don't need that. We don't need that. Okay, go ahead, bud. Easy. Okay, there they go. What's going on? That's his dad.
I know.
That's his dad driving.
It's a really busy day. Mondays are really busy around here.
Okay, he's driving it like Grandpa.
Well,
He's going very slow. They need to do something about that suspension. It's just like real stiff, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It's real stiff, so. Okay, he's going like a little slower than I thought he would. I thought at least he'd go 35, 40 miles an hour.
I know.
All right, he's actually driving it like Grandpa.
Well, he is Grandpa after all.
Yeah. I think he's afraid to drive it. I think his stomach's all turned and twisted like Matt's was.
Yeah.
'Cause remember, Matt said he was freaking out when, okay, there he is. He's turning it around. He's turning it around. All right, here he comes. All right, he's staying over on the right side. He's gonna let everybody pass him, I guess. Okay, he's not gonna race it. That's good. Here he comes.
He could go a little bit faster.
Well, he can go a little faster, but I think he's just scared. See, he's scared like Matt was.
There's so much traffic too.
There's a lot of traffic going on. And you know, the fenders are loose and all that. Okay, so here he comes. Okay, come on up. All right, come on. Okay, there you go. All right, all right. Put it in the shop, What do you think, bud? What do you think? Watch the curb. There you go. All right, get it in the shop, guys. How's it running, Gary?
It's running really good.
All right, don't drag racing in there, bud, please.
I'm not even touching the block.
There you go. All right.
Down.
You know, Gary's just as big a part of this as Matt. Even though Matt's paid all the money.
Oh, I know.
His dad is like, you know.
I know.
So excited to drive.
His dad
probably driving more than him.
Yeah, considering Matt's got the new baby and the family and everything.
Looks like it might be Grandpa's truck.
Yeah, maybe.
What do you think, man? Did you feel the power when you barely touched it?
I barely touched it. Like shoved me out in the back.
I know, dude. That's what I was telling you. Be careful. What do you think of all the work we did to it?
I think it's a beautiful car. I can't wait.
Who's going to drive it, you or him?
It's his car.
But he's got his wife and kid to handle, dude.
I'll be
You're like a single guy now. All you got is Bobo.
I'll be getting my time behind the wheel.
Are you going to be going to some car shows with it, or?
Absolutely.
It's going to be a rat rod for a while. You know that, right?
Yeah, but
I don't think he could afford to completely restore it brand new.
Hey.
Now this is how he wants to paint it. Let's see what you're thinking. He wants to go with the rat rod blue like this. See how he painted this car flat blue? What do you think of that idea? Instead of high gloss. You don't like that?
well, I'm a high gloss guy, but
Yeah,
it's just
because you're a painter.
That's right.
You're a painter. You're the one that painted the frame. The paint, I don't know what kind of paint he is, but it's like powder coat paint. That stuff's hard as a rock. Some high-tech stuff. You said you'd turn me on to it if I ever needed any.
If you ever need it.
Yeah. What do you think of the rat rod blue here, dude? You don't. Now he does like the color. He says that's what he wants it. You think that color's a nice color, blue, Gary? Grandpa Gary.
It's a good-looking blue color, no doubt.
Because he said he wants a blue. What are you thinking, brother guy? What's your name?
Jason.
Jason.
I like that color.
You like the color blue? You think it'd look good on the old hot rod, the 66 Chevelle?
I think so.
I think it will, too.
Holly though wants no metallic.
Yeah. Oh no, she doesn't want no metallic. She wants it sparkly.
Oh, I thought she told me she
No,
wanted
she said it was
just
beautiful.
a
She
soft
actually
color.
said it was Matt's car. Whatever he wants, he gets.
Oh, well, that's good.
So at least he's got a loving wife, Gary.
I want it to look like that Mustang you just did. That was a beautiful.
Which one? The red one? Oh, you wanted a show car. You wanted a 10-point trailer queen.
Man, that was a
Yeah.
beautiful paint job.
What are you thinking about trailer queens, Jason?
Oh, I have no idea what you're talking about.
Trailer queen, you know, you don't drive it, you just trailer it everywhere you go with it. And then you take it off the trailer and you squeeze it up into the car show. Real slow like you guys did. Would you go for that?
Sure.
That way you can drive your brand new truck in
Yeah.
luxury. You don't have to bounce around and, yeah. What do you think of that suspension? I told you it was rough, dude.
Yeah, it's pretty tight.
Now, did you see where we dumped the exhaust right there underneath the, behind the rear end? So that way, when he gets ready to, whatever he wants to do, he can, yeah, you can't see it. But whatever he wants to do later on, he can tie into that and then put his exhaust where he wants. All right, Gary, thanks a lot, bud. I thought you would be here. I thought you'd be here when he came over. He was all excited. I'll tell you, he was scared shitless. Have you ever seen your brother scared?
From time to
Yeah,
time.
you should have been here that day. He didn't even want to drive it, am I right, Manny?
He was pretty
He was pretty
nervous
scared.
about driving.
It took him 15 minutes to get from this spot right here to the end of my driveway to pull out. That's how scared he was. And then he gets out of the car and he says, man, he goes, the butterflies in my stomach, and I was so nervous, I couldn't believe it. I couldn't believe I was actually driving my car again. So even if you never get it running right, at least you drove it again, bud. No, it'll run right. I'll be honest with you, it started right up, so that's telling us something, dude. Because when I first put the motor in, I got it all running. It took like, what, an hour and a half to get it running?
It was the coldest natured car I've ever seen.
And being a fuel injection like that, I couldn't believe it. So I'm thinking, the more we run it, the more you drive it, it's gonna just work its way right into the system.
Since it's all electronic and everything.
Yeah, the computer has to learn all the stuff on it.
Itself
So,
out and, you know, that
Yeah.
electronic shit. I mean, there's not even a gas cable.
yeah.
It's the gas.
Yeah, it runs
through
off an
the
electric
air or
wire.
something. I don't know how
It's
it does
computerized. Did you know that?
that.
Yeah, it's called a fly-by-wire throw. Now, what do you think of the gauges, guys? Was it worth it to get those digital?
The blue.
Of course, they all got to be set. None of them are working.
Right.
You got to
I
go.
know I wasn't doing 140.
Is that what it said? 140 miles. I think that's what I said. Hey, man, you need to fix the speedometer. Yeah. But you could feel the power, couldn't you, dude?
Are you kidding me?
Man, I got on it. Let me tell you, I just barely pumped the gas when I drove it. And what happened, dude, is it flew mad all the way to the back seat. I mean, it was a split second. That thing, I'm telling you, that thing is like a demon, bud. It's gonna, once we get the suspension tuned right and everything runs good. Did you notice the brakes are real stiff?
Yeah.
Yeah,
If I'd have touched it much harder, I'd have been in the back seat.
yeah. It was pretty rough.
That's what I was telling you. It'd be really easy. The seat's
I
not
just
bolted down.
barely
Yeah, I
touched it. And
I
it
could
like,
just
oh.
see you, going backwards.
Did you feel the brakes though, the rust on them from locking up?
He was telling me how they felt, but I didn't have a problem.
Well,
with
that's because we're driving it. See, we're getting it. The more you drive it, the better it works.
it. He said the power steering was a little hard, but
And I told him you got to drive it.
it wasn't bad for me at all.
Well,
You gotta put a little more fluid in.
He's used to, doing like this.
He's used to that right there, dude. Right there.
His little Honda.
Now, this is a situation you got. The engine that you have in that truck right there is the same engine that's in the car.
No, that's a smaller engine.
That's a small one?
Yeah.
Oh, we got the beast in this one, huh?
Yeah.
Is it making you go out and want to go get one, Jason?
Oh, a little bit, yeah.
Wait till you get in and drive it when it's all together, bud.
Right.
We got to go, man. Take it easy, guys.
Thanks, Pete.
All right. All right, so there you go. Another little quick trip down the road with father-son situation here. Gary helped out on the car. Gary did a lot of work to it. He painted that frame and basically built the rolling chassis on it. So he's pretty proud of it, just like Jason is. The next thing we're going to do on this beast is get all the body parts. We're going to mount everything on here, get all the front bumper on, do some minor body work, get this thing in primer, And down the road it goes. 1966 Chevelle LS2 fuel injection. Hey, how y'all doing out there? This is Pete over at D.I.Y Auto School. Let me tell you something, I feel like crap. My daughter invited us to take care of my little grandson, Telsey, over the weekend. And he came over and had a minor stitch of the flu or cold or whatever. And, of course, me and Minnie both caught it. And he didn't go to sleep at all. He stayed up all night long. He woke up at 1 o'clock, and then, of course, I stayed up with him till 6 or 7 in the morning, all night long. I don't know if anybody out there's ever dealt with a 7-month-old baby that's got a cold, but I can tell you it's not fun. But anyway, the LS2's done. It's a done deal. We got the motor in the car. We hooked it up. We went through all the trials and tribulations, the wiring harness, the transmission, the motor mounts, and basically everything else that there was to go along with it. We had to make the center console. We had to go all the way to the junkyard. We had to go out there to get the shifter for it out of a Camaro, a late model Camaro. And we learned a lot about installing the motor and transmission in these old cars. But the main thing that we learned is that we started it and we finished it. And that's the real lesson here, that when you start something, you finish it. And I'm not going to sit here and lecture everybody out there. You know the game. You know what's going on over here at D.I.Y Auto School, SWRNC, my friend Pete, your friend Pete. It's all about starting something and finishing it and not giving up. We saw Gary. Gary's Matt's dad. Matt's dad loves that car. He's been waiting 18 years to drive that car. So the video that we just watched was the first time that he drove that car in 18 years, and he didn't go 900 miles an hour. He probably wasn't even going 15 miles an hour, but you know what? It was a dream that he's been dreaming about for 18 years, and it came true. And now that the job's done, I don't know if you listened real close in the video, but Matt, the owner, hang on 1 second, we got a fucking phone call here. All right, we're going to go ahead and pass that up. Matt, the owner, and his lovely wife, Holly, actually came over before Gary did and drove the car. But we're not going to see that video on this channel because we actually have another video on channel SWRNC / my friend Pete that we recorded 2 or 3 years ago, where they actually brought the car over, and I'm sure that all the followers, the hardcore followers of SWRNC, know what I'm talking about. And we're going to post that video on there because that's basically the conclusion of part 2 to the wife or the car. Which one should you choose, or whatever the title was. But to watch that one, you're going to have to go over to SWRNC / my friend Pete YouTube channel and see the conclusion of that. So we're done with the car. The LS2 has been installed. A lot of hands touched that engine. A lot of people came and went throughout the years that we worked on it. I think it took approximately 2 hours to finish. I mean, 2 hours. Fuck, I wish. I think it took approximately 2 years to actually get it from start to finish and really finish the job to what you just saw. I was a happy camper when that was done. A lot of weight was taken off my shoulders. But we still did a lot of other stuff to the car, detailed stuff such as putting the whole car back together. We painted the car. You got to watch that because we painted it with epoxy primer. And if you're trying to save money and you want a nice hot rod paint job, make sure to watch that video set. We had to get brand new bumpers for it and tail lights, and you know, it was just a big fiasco, but the car's done and gone. And I gotta say that I didn't like doing the job, and there's a lot of jobs here that I don't like to do, but I do them. I wake up every morning, I go to work, and I do them. It doesn't matter what it is, I finish what I start, and if I tell somebody I'm gonna do something, I make sure that I do it, just like if I was doing it for myself. So, now that that's said, I'm sick as a dog, I'm gonna go. Thank you for watching all the videos that I've posted on this vehicle. There's more to come, and I urge you to go over to SWRNC / my friend Pete YouTube channel, that is, to watch the conclusion, part 2 of the video set of the wife or the car, which one should I choose, or whatever the title is, I don't remember. But I've had a lot of requests, where's part 2, what happened, what's going on, and that video is going to tell you the whole story. We'll see you later. Take it easy. My friend Pete, your friend Pete, everybody's friend over here at D.I.Y Auto School, Southwest Riding Company, Southwest Riding Custom. I'm sorry, I'm tired, I'm exhausted. I got a car to paint right now. It's freezing ass cold, and we got to get a car painted today. And yeah, let me sit here and bitch, whine, moan, and groan some more. But you get the picture. And we are going to be moving to Moab, Utah. I'm crossing my fingers and praying to God that we will be building our shop this spring. We're working our ass off to do what we can do. And hopefully, you know, my prayers will be answered, and we will be out in Moab, Utah this summer, because I'm not getting any younger, and neither are you. And if you want to do something in life and you have a dream to follow, you need to put your foot down and get the motherfucker going. Because if you don't get on it, nobody else is going to do it for you. And if you don't get on it one day soon, it's not going to fucking happen. We'll see you later.
I don't know about that.
Thanks for watching D.I.Y. Automotive School. Classes don't stop till you know everything.